Hey Leute, willkommen zurück zu Let's Play The Legend of Heroes, Trace of Cold Steel. Das letzte Mal sind wir stehen geblieben, nachdem wir Kapitel 4 beendet haben. Und jetzt mit Kapitel 5 anfangen wollen.
Mid-August. It was the peak of summer, and the sweltering sun was beating down on the residents of Trista. After returning from Heimdall, we were given a whopping 5-day summer vacation before the school year resumed. Turns out, Thor sticks to its military roots, only granting extended vacations to students over the New Year's holiday. However, nobles are allowed to visit home, ostensibly to give them time to become familiar with their family's holdings. And, as you might expect, that meant most students from classes 1 and 2 spent summer away from Trista. Meanwhile, classes 3 through 5 were stuck on campus, envying the nobility as they studied and trained as usual.
Yeah.
The other members of Class 7 and I chose to stay in Trista as well, facing the heat with our fellow students.
It's so hot, I'm dying in here. I'm sick of this heat already. Talking about it is just making me feel even hotter. Let's stop talking about it. The academy should install an orbital air conditioner, at least then it'll be a little easier to cope. Nah, it's military. You don't get air conditioning. An orbital air conditioner? What is that? Well, it's this device that blows out cool air to help regulate the room's temperature. But then it wouldn't be a military. Maybe it'd help if you think of the opposite of a stove. Do that. Oh, that sounds... That's some kind of wizardry. Everything's a wizard with orbital technology. I've heard of them, but aren't they supposed to be prohibitively expensive? Only most modern buildings seem to be able to afford them. Do you have one in your house? Well, there's one in the Rainford Company's corporate headquarters, yeah. It'd be nice if my mother could spare one, you know, for the academy she sits on the board of directors for. Seems a bit much to hope for. There's a military academy, so I doubt we can expect to be indulged quite that much. Still, a machine to help us cool in summer? Well, first and that should get a medal. I'll admit the summer heat here is more difficult to cope with than in the Grom. But as long as I think of it as another part of my training, it doesn't bother me all that much. Barrier hearts get similar summer heat waves, but there's usually a breeze blowing in from the canyon at this time of year. That does make summer a bit easier to manage. My hometown's up in the mountains, so it's pretty cool even around this time of year. Actually, now that you mention it, I would have thought you three would go back home for the summer, being nobles and all. You were given permissions, weren't you? If everyone else was going home, I would have considered it. But in the end, I've decided against it. I mean, it wasn't all that long ago I got to see Elise. Maybe next year. I came here to train. Until I feel like I've made a significant progress, I have no intention of returning home. Some of you saw my father's mansion. Do you think I'd go back to a place like that willingly? I'd much rather stay here and take my chances of heat strokes. You're really that uncomfortable at home, huh? Still, hot as it is, there's also a lot going on right now. I doubt all the people headed to the conference at the end of the month have much time to be worrying about the heat. You make a good point. You're talking about the Western Europe Trade Conference, right? That's the one. There's never been an international conference on that scale before, at least not in modern times. Mayor Dieter Croy, who also happens to be the International Bank of Crossbus CEO, was the one who first proposed this. I've heard that Prince Oliver will be attending on behalf of His Majesty the Emperor. And Chancellor Osborne is supposed to be attending too. Seems crazy to think we met them both just a few weeks ago. The Chancellor in particular was a pretty intimidating figure. Seems like a big scary monster. I've heard he served in the Imperial Army before becoming a politician. 11 years ago, His Majesty entrusted him with the position of Chancellor. Supposedly a full 70% of the Imperial Army is under his jurisdiction. His real fame comes from establishing most of the nation's railway network centered on the capital. He's also been responsible for annexing several smaller countries and independent states around Arabonia. I believe those all took place without any bloodshed, though, at least as far as I'm aware. I wouldn't put too much stock in what he's selling. Military spending in this country has increased exponentially since he took up his position as Chancellor. And that's only possible thanks to the tax revenue he gleans from the people of Heimdall and those annexed nations. Well, he was the one who ordered the construction of those 2 railway guns that got pointed at Crossbow too. At one point, Erebonia was on the verge of a full-scale war with Calvin because of those things. Oh yeah, I heard that it was actually a Bell that proposed a way to avoid an armed conflict. They ended up signing the non-aggression pact, right? Yeah, though, as I'm sure you've noticed, there's still quite a bit of tension between the 2 countries. I wouldn't be surprised if the issue reared its head again during the trade conference. Chancellor Osborne's been a really popular figure in the capital too. Popular enough that he seems to have a crew of terrorists after him. He does seem to be the Imperial Liberation Front's main target, doesn't he? You know, the hammer of judgment that shall topple the dictator and all that. Indeed, they seem to harbor a deep-seated grudge against him. Their anger seemed a bit unusual in its intensity, didn't it? He does seem like the type who'd make a lot of enemies, especially with a face like that. Well, I'd rather not speak ill of my father's close ally, but... Come to think of it, isn't the instructor awfully late? It's 12 past time for homeroom to start. True. Just started about 10 minutes ago, actually. I swear, that woman. She better not be sleeping with another hangover back at the dormitory. Wouldn't put it past her. I wish I could say there's no way our upstanding instructor would be dead, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Excuse me. I'll have you know I did no such thing. Today.
Today, but tomorrow you will. Or yesterday you did.
Instructor?
Good morning, instructor.
Morning, everyone! Anyway, I'll have you know I've got a good reason for being late today. And that reason is... we're going to be welcoming a new classmate today.
What?
A transfer student at this time of year?
Seriously?
All right, come on in.
Righto.
Sup?
Huh? Crow?
But isn't he a second-year student?
Yeah, but...
I'm Crow Armbrust. Starting today, I'll be joining you fine folks as a member of Class 7. It's gonna be pretty sweet, guys. What?
What? I mean, how?
Are you sure you want to know? It's a long tale fraught with the intrigue of school politics.
You're missing a few points, didn't you?
I don't think I'd put it quite like that. Back in his first year, he slacked off so much that he ended up failing a few of his classes.
Told you.
Then he came crying to me in a panic, like, "Oh, help me, Instructor Sarah! They're not gonna let me graduate!" So, as a special exception, he's going to be joining us for the next 3 months to pay for his laziness.
You can't be serious.
He is serious.
That's an even more pathetic reason than I was bracing myself for.
I think you already know that Crow was one of the trial users for the Arcus test they ran last year, so I thought he might be a good role model for you. In that sense, anyway. And don't forget, he'll also be joining us on our future field studies, too.
Nice. Looks like you saved me the trouble of having to explain it all. Anyway, let's let the good times roll. Oh, and since we're all classmates now, no need for all that sweet talking you lay on the other second years, all right? Right.
Easier said than done, I fear.
If he was any more laid back, he'd be comatose.
Instructor, I can't help but notice you left the door open.
Wait, is there someone else too?
Huh? Are you serious?
Oh, I was hoping to catch you off guard. All right, come on in and say hello.
I thought you forgot I was out in the hall!
What?
What?
You must be joking.
Nope.
Hey, aren't you?
You're the girl we met in the Nord Highlands.
Yuppers! Long time no see, guys! But I see a couple of you I don't know, so I guess I better introduce myself. I'm Milliam Orion. And this here's Eric Getlam, but we'll just call him Lammy for short.
What the hell is that? Holy crap!
It's that thing we saw at Ark's fort.
So this is that strange girl you met in the Nord Highlands.
Oh, and a little house rule before anything gets blown up. No bringing that thing out in the classroom. If he accidentally smashes a wall or blasts through the ceiling, I'm the one who's gonna get chewed out for it.
Boo! Fine. Anyway, nice to meet you guys.
Tell me you're kidding. Please?
I really wish I could.
Well, I can see we're in for some fun times these next 3 months.
Yep, Milliam's also here. Three days went by. At first, no one was sure what to make of Pro Ambrose and Intelligence Division's Agent William Orion's sudden transfer to Class 7. Within a matter of days, it almost felt like they'd been there all along. But Crow doesn't get a new uniform. I'm sure none of you need to be reminded that it was none other than Emperor Darkus under the Dwarf Alliance. But did you know that historical records tell us that he had amazingly few soldiers under his command? Initially, his allies numbered only a few confidants and several warriors from Nord. And while supporters rallied to him in each region, his ranks still couldn't hope to compare to the other prince's armies. Nonetheless, they continued to advance, liberating region after region after half a year of bloody battles. Prince Darkus met perhaps his most well-known supporter. William, right? Would you happen to know his historical figure to whom I'm referring? Crow sleeping. Sure do. Leon Sandlot, also known as the Lion's Maiden. Oh, you're right, you are. Well done. Sandlot was the daughter of a count who ruled over a remote region, and accounts tell us she showed great martial skill from a young age. In particular, her skill of the lance was unparalleled. No records exist of her ever being bested in combat. The Lance Maiden also had a group of mighty warriors under his command who fought alongside her in battle. Perhaps you'd like to illuminate us as to the name of this famous band, Bean? The group of mighty warriors, the Lance Maiden, that's the... Stahlritter waren die Neuen, ne? Kreisritter sowieso nicht, aber es sind die Eisenritter, oder? Ich verwechsel die beiden, ne? Eisen- und Stahlritter. Aber das dürfen ja die Eisenritter sein, ne? Doch, weil du liest von den Stahlrittern. Du liest von den Stahlrittern, also sollte es die Eisenritter sein. Die Eisenritter, also known as the Iron Knights. There were a band of knights said to be able to charge across the battlefield like lightning, cutting down all in their path. Correct, you've done your homework. The Wandering Prince met the Lance Maiden one day during a prolonged conflict in a remote region of the country. After recognizing each other as reliable and trustworthy, they pledged to fight together under a united banner. With the Lance Maiden and her knights bolstering his ranks, Dracul's army swept through one region after another. In just a year, he was able to defeat the other princes and free the imperial capital in Heimdall. As an interesting footnote, the castle that Eisenritter used as their base of operation 250 years ago just so happens to be only a hop, skip, and a jump away from Laura's home in Legram. Indeed, it is known as Lohengrin Castle. It's a beautiful old building situated on the shore of Lake Abel to the west of Legram. Oh, I've mentioned it before. Does anyone live there now? Now, due to the dangerous terrain there, no one goes near it. These days, it exists simply as a relic of a bygone age. The Arset family is responsible for the care and maintenance of the castle, though really only minimal work is done. Speaking of the Arset house, was one of your ancestors the Eisenritter's second in command? Indeed, the Lance Maiden's most trusted assistant and confidant, from what I understand. The Sandlot family line ended with the death of the Lance Maiden, and it's partly because of that the Arset family mourns her death each year. I see. Ooh, what a fascinating story. Like Ram, huh? Never had a mission there, so never been able to go. Maybe I should have stopped by when I went to Berea a while back. You'd think she'd at least try to conceal the fact that she gets sent all over the country on secret missions. I know, she totally just let it slip that she was doing something in Berea too. I suppose... Well, I suppose it's better than her being all distant and cagey around us. Okay, so tomorrow's a free day, which means that next Wednesday you have your usual practical exam. You better outbring your A-game. Oh, Milliam and Crow, a few must-have introduction materials you guys are going to need as part of Class 7 finally showed up. I'll hand that stuff off to you once you were done here, so I want you to come with me to the faculty lounge. Righto! Man, what a drag. Alright, homeroom's out for the day. Flee while you can. Marcus, if you do the honors. Yes, instructor. Rice bowl. So what do you think? Well, I don't think we have to be on guard around her at least. Same. But rather she kept the giant silver thing of hers hidden. I don't think she's a bad girl. I was taking a nap in the courtyard yesterday and she came and fell asleep next to me. What does it have to do with whether or not she's trustworthy? They look like a couple of kittens all curled up together. Their personality might be worlds apart, but they're both rather cat-like in their own ways. She can't be more than 12 or 13, still practically a child. Yeah, you're right. She's so chipper all the time that it's hard to really be cold toward her. Yeah, I don't think I could bring myself to spurn her. She's got that natural charm, I think. Be it as it may, her presence here reeks of blood and iron, if you take my meaning. Well, it certainly seems that way.
As such, I'm planning on granting you a bit of additional assistance. I should have it ready for you in a few weeks' time.
It's hard to believe a girl like that could be an angel of the intelligence division. But just going off what happened in the north, there's not much that would make me doubt it now. And there's a tiny thing, Ergatlam, that's always with her. That's that thing, the tiny thing. She called it Lammy, but aside from its name, we don't really know anything about it. It seems to be made from some strange material with both metallic and ceramic properties, hard but pliable. Agreed. It doesn't look like anything you could make even with the most cutting-edge orbital technology. When I touched it, it felt really nice and cold. Oh, so you actually touched it? It hasn't escaped my notice that it seems strikingly similar to the combat shells we fight in our practical exams. I think it's safe to assume that they share some kind of common origin. Yeah. The instructor said she was forced to accept it, though in a sense Milliam was forced on us too. You're welcome to think what you will, but I don't trust her. Either way, she's technically our classmate now, like it or not. It may be a little early to tell whether we can trust her as a friend, but we should be able to figure it out pretty quickly whether we can count on her as a member of Class 7. Well, that's a logical way of breaking down at least. You're right, it's still pretty early to make sweeping judgments. Knowing her background would be great, but what's really important is whether we can count on her in the fight. Agreed. As soon as students of a military academy, that's probably the most important issue. We'll have to wait and see. Well, considering we were living in the same dormitory, it'd be good if we all got along. Yeah, I wouldn't want her to think we're trying to make her feel welcome either. And then there's Crow. What's he like, Green? You seem like you get along with him pretty well. I don't know if I'd put it quite like that. If I had to say, I'd describe him as a capricious gambling addict way too prone to ante up for every hand. 80 or so was. He sounds like the kind of miscreant one would be better off avoiding. You can count on him when the chips are down, though. He really helped me out last month when Elise went into the old schoolhouse. He's good in a fight and pretty handy with his Arcus too. Maybe we're worrying about nothing then. Still, I'm not really sure how to connect with him, you know? Well, at least we're in separate dorms for the time being. We'll just have to see how things go. Genau. Wir haben am 21.08. haben wir irgendwelche Sidequests hier. Nope, alles am 22. Aber irgendwelche Bücher hier. Edmund Rose. Nope. The rest is in the library. Und Cornelia ist im Buchhandel, wo wir demnächst hingehen. Okay, haben wir auch nicht. Das heißt, wir können einfach die Schule verlassen. Das ist schön. Das ist schön.
Right.
Ja, sein kann, dass vielleicht irgendwas ist. Who knows?
Hello, Reen Schwarzer speaking.
Oh, hi there, Reen. Do you have a moment?
Toa? Well, this is a surprise. What can I do for you?
You've got a new student in your class now, right? Well, her student notebook is ready, so I figured it'd be best to get it to her as soon as possible. And since you handled it last time, would you mind coming to get it for her?
Oh, you're talking about Milliam. Sure thing. I'll come get it right away. You want me to swing by the student council room then?
That'd be great. Thanks.
She sure doesn't waste any time. I should head on over to the student council room before it gets too late.
Student council ist in der Student Union. Da oben. Dahin, genau. Also said she wanted me to come to the student council room.
The door's open. Come on in.
Sorry if I disturbed you.
Oh, Reen. Not at all. Sorry for making you come all the way out here.
Don't worry about it. It's class business anyway. That's quite the spread you've got on your desk there. Is it just me, or does your workload only ever seem to increase?
Well, I've got a little extra going on right now that's keeping me a little busier than normal. Anyway, this is Milliam's notebook. Crow's already got one, along with the added pages on the Arcus units you all have, so she's the last one who needs it.
Alright, I'll be sure to pass this on to Milliam next time I see her. Actually, if you don't mind my asking, how much do you know about why she's here at the academy?
All I know is that she came with a recommendation from the Army's intelligence division, really. You know those combat shells you fight in your practical exams? They're being used with the Emperor's authorization.
Okay.
Apparently, it's something similar for Milliam. They can't deny her admission if the Emperor's pushing it through.
Of course.
This goes all the way up to His Majesty?
Seems like it. The Chancellor was the one who set up both the Intelligence Division and the Railway Military Police. But neither of those organizations could have been established without His Majesty's consent. That's what's unusual. Anyway, because of that, the Academy can't really turn down a direct referral with that kind of backing.
So that's how it is. But even accounting for that, I never would have expected Crow to be transferred into our class too.
Yeah, I was just as shocked as you when I found out. I knew he was a habitual class cutter, but I always figured he at least had enough credits to graduate.
No.
Oh, I feel like a failure as student council president for not noticing. Maybe even a failure as a friend.
Whoa there! I think you're being a little hard on yourself. What about Angelica? Does she have enough credits to graduate?
Angie at least makes sure to attend the classes she needs for graduation. Apparently, Crow not only hadn't attended enough class units, he also didn't turn in some essential assignments. But as long as he's active and engaged with his Class 7 work over the next couple months, he'll be able to graduate.
Still, I get the distinct feeling this 1-2 punch of transfer students wasn't just a happy coincidence. Am I right?
Well, yeah. The principal thought placing Crow in Class 7 might be beneficial for the rest of you, too. His grades might be a sorry sight, but he really knows how to get things done when he wants to. Did you know he was responsible for all of the event planning at last year's Academy Festival?
Crow did that? Voluntarily?
Yeah.
It might be kind of awkward having a second-year student in your class, but I hope you guys will all get along. That goes for Milliam too, of course. She might have an unusual background, but at the end of the day, she's still a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah, I get what you mean. So she really is 13 then?
Yeah, she scored really well on her entrance exam though, so I think she can handle the curriculum fine. She might be small, but she can roll up her sleeves with the best of them.
Now where have I heard of someone like that before? Oh, sorry. Looks like I've got a call coming in.
Go ahead and answer. I don't mind. I wouldn't want you to miss anything important.
Alright. Excuse me then. Hello, Reen Schwarzer speaking.
Hello, Reen. It's your favorite instructor here.
No.
Are you still on the Academy grounds by any chance?
No.
As much as it pains me to say it, I am.
No need to sound so suspicious. It's just that after I gave Milliam all the things I had for her, she just took off somewhere. You know how she tends to be kind of a mischief maker. So could you find her and drag her back to the dorms for me?
Alright. I can only imagine what would happen if she were to flash that silver thing of hers around on the Academy grounds again.
Yeah, I'd really rather avoid a repeat of yesterday. Anyway, I leave it in your capable hands, brave leader of Class 7. Mwah!
Wait a second. When did I become the...
Poor boy.
She really does trust you. Anyway, I'll let you go then. Are Are you still up for helping me with a few requests tomorrow?
Of course. I'll be around. Still, I know you've got a full slate and all, but try not to overwork yourself. And if there's anything else I can do to make life a little easier for you, don't hesitate to ask.
Sure. And thanks.
Alright, I guess better start looking for Milliam. But where does it even start? She could be almost anywhere. I should probably ask a couple of the others as well, but don't accomplish much just by checking places at random. Go think of it, I haven't gotten Crow's number yet either. I think 2 other classmates would be enough for this, though I should remember to ask him when I get a chance. A boy? I'm a boy. I gotcha, that makes sense. It definitely doesn't seem very smart to just leave her to wander around on her own. I suppose a setting like this must be pretty novel to her. Perhaps she's walking around taking in the sights. Yeah, I think you're right. I doubt she's left the academy grounds yet though, so we should be able to find her. I just have to think if I ever knew what would seem the most interesting and check all those places. Gotcha. Let's find her and bring her back to the dorm then. Ja, wahrscheinlich auf dem Dach. Excuse me. Controller, bye! Oh mein Gott, ist er hier. Okay, Engineering und Gymnasium, but... Okay, das ist das Engineering Building, dann bevor wir zum Gymnasium gehen, gehen wir angeln! I need my fish. I need the aal. Well, so this is the old bike I was talking about. Oh, I tried. It'll need some more fine-tuning before you're able to do that. You do have the option of riding alongside me, however. I was always willing to take cute little ladies like you for a ride. Really? I kinda wanna have a race though. Wanna see if Lammy's faster than your bike? Don't know what this Lammy is, but it takes some guts to challenge me to a race. Now I'm really starting to take a liking to you. It didn't take long for those two to hit it off. Josh and Angelica are good at taking care of people. Oh hey there, what's up? Truth is, we explained to Josh that Instructor Sarah asked them to track Milliam back to the dorms. No way, there's still plenty I want to do. If that's how says how you're gonna play it, then I'm not gonna let you catch me. Otherwise it's gonna have to wait. Well, I look forward to seeing you around again. For sure, catch you later. Just grab her. Wait up, Milliam. And off she goes. You could have at least pretended to try and catch Angelica. I mean, sweetie, surely you feel like that I'd always side with my lovely ladies. I have to say though, she's even more peculiar than her. Yeah, I'd really like to see this Lammy she keeps talking about too. Tell her that she's always welcome here for us, will you? Alright. Okay, let's go search somewhere else. Can I fish? Can I fish?